Hi, friend.
Hi, friend. Are you ready
Ready for what?
to level up?
Okay, girl, let's get started. Hey, friends, welcome to another episode of Level Up with Raman and Alysha.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of our Brown Girl Month. And on today's episode, I'm really excited. I'm sure we both are because we're going to be talking about brown women that inspire us.
Yeah, definitely. So, from a lot of TV shows and even movies we grew up with, and in our day of age today, like from social media platforms in North America, Hollywood presence and Bollywood presence have come together. And, we've seen a lot of these women that we're going to speak about come up from social media, or they come up from Hollywood and into from Bollywood. So, I'll just jump into one of my favorites. And I know Raman shares the same favorite, but it's
Mindy,
yeah, I was gonna say Mindy Kaling.
number one. And I think this year was
Yeah.
really special because Alicia and I saw so many Diwali gatherings and so many women celebrating the brown culture. And that's why she's the first one that comes to mind.
Yeah, and like, honestly, she's one of the girls that I could relate to, the Mindy Project show. I know a lot of people watched her from Office and they liked her, but I liked her a lot in the Mindy Project. Like, she said she's a coconut. And I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
that perfectly explains what I am. Because I hated when people would say I was whitewashed. And I
Yeah.
like her terminology that she uses, that I'm a coconut. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. So I definitely love her, she's a very intelligent woman, very business oriented, very smart and comedic. And, she really took that and ran with it, especially after The Office. I knew she was part of a bit of the behind like the production and stuff. And then I know with the Mindy Project, it is under her company as well,
Yeah.
Kathleen. And then she's gone on to do so much more. Like she came out with two more shows after that. Another one's coming out in like, I think January. And then
No, are you talking about the one that already came out, which is Secret Lives of College Girls?
it's already out?
It's already out, dude. They're like, oh my God, we need to watch it. It's on HBO, so I'm gonna have to like find somewhere to watch it. But it's already out.
I didn't know that. Oh my
Yeah,
god, I have Crave. Okay, I need to watch that, like, stat.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Mhm,
I
and so
definitely think you're exactly like Mindy Kaling when it comes to like being compared to a coconut. And I feel like she definitely, what I like about her is that that was her true life, right? She talks about like growing up in America and always kind of like not fitting in one culture and not fitting in the other, and being a coconut and growing up around it. But I like how she reflects that in her shows as well.
yeah.
And it's not like, oh, it's a fake character, because usually that's what shows are. It's like, but her character and Mindy is actually, a lot of it is like who she is as a person.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely is very close to how she is. She even used her full name.
Yeah.
And like it's kind of funny because I think she has a child in real life, but she also
Yeah.
had a child throughout the show, so it was like the same timing. It was probably planned or whatever. But I just love her personality. I love how so out there she is. She has nothing to be fearful from. Like on Instagram, you get what you get with her, from her weight loss to weight gaining to not knowing how to cook, not being domestic whatsoever. She's been all on that on Instagram, so she really does show that. And I think like so many girls can relate to her in that sense too. Because if you're not your domestic South Asian individual that we're supposed to be, like back in India or what, not, but she's not,
Yeah.
and that's okay too because we work, we have professions and that's what keeps us busy. And that should usually be enough, but sometimes it's not.
Yeah, I think her comedic personality definitely helps people get attracted to her, but then people don't know how business minded she is. And yeah, a lot of people don't know that she is a producer of, the Mindy Project. And you know what? Okay, I'm like a hardcore Office lover, so obviously I've been watching her since like it was basically all of their first show in the Office, and they were all so young. But if you now look at the credits and stuff like that, she was like, I don't think she was like high up, but she was some type of producer or something. She had a hand in also The Office. So I was like, oh wow, like I would have never expected that because she's not like, they're all main characters, but like, and even in that show, she, also expresses like how she loves white guys and stuff like that. And she's very, her character is kind of very her. But this has like nothing to do with anything, but I just need to tell you that, how you mentioned she has a daughter. And the one thing is that she never posts about her daughter. She doesn't want her daughter being in like social media or in the public. And, kind of she wants her to have a normal life. But nobody knows who the father is. And a
Yeah.
lot of people have this theory that it's because she is best friends with Ryan, who basically she has a relationship with in the office, and they're still best friends until this day. And a lot of people have a theory that he's actually her like surrogate father, or no,
No
surrogate,
way.
whatever, her sperm donor. Yeah, so that's just like a side note in case anybody didn't know and also loves Mindy Kaling. I thought that was cool. And I really hope he is the
Yeah.
father, but I really love her. And even the show Never Have I Ever, like that one really, I like how she made a show and it was not like any other show in the world. It actually takes, it's not just about like white children or like, non-Indian children's. You don't see a lot of diversity out there, but it's about like an actual brown family growing up in America, which is, a lot of us. And it's a lot of the population that doesn't get talked about or seen on TV. We just kind of see the same ethnicities on TV. So that one, I loved how she also brought light to other people because everyone loves that show. It was the number one show in the world for so many weeks. So many other people also got to kind of see some of the Indian culture. I like that.
Yeah, definitely. I still have to watch The Office. I know a lot of people are true Office lovers. I
Yeah.
was a Friends lover, so I didn't grow up watching Office at all. But I know people say it's really funny.
Yeah, it's like a different type of comedic humor. So, Steve Carell, he will always, always be Michael Scott. So, um, I want to talk about another one, like one that I kind of, I'm so proud of this person. And I'm like, I've grown up as a younger person watching her, which is Lily Singh.
Oh yeah, Lily
And
Singh.
obviously very proud of her because she comes from Scarborough and she's from like our town and she goes and she definitely represents it and she represents so many different things that are important to her. And she also has like obviously the comedy factor, so she can talk about very serious things but in a comedic way and try get people's attention. So I really like that. But from watching Lily Singh's videos on YouTube from like when she didn't even have this editing production that she has now from when she was like editing it on her own from now, I feel like I've seen her evolve so much. And I don't know if you just saw this, but just today on Instagram, I saw that she released her second book.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm
no,
a,
definitely. Like you, I definitely grew up watching her on YouTube. Hilarious. And I love that like her parents were so chill with everything she was doing. And when she was talking about, she had her parents involved in a lot of things. And it was just really, I think she's one of the first I saw that in Canada, like someone that went to York University, did education, was also able to start something on the side, become a YouTube and really be out there, and like, you have the judgy aunties, you have the people that will judge you, but she didn't let anything stop her. And kudos to her parents for supporting her along the way. Like, what brown kid could say, I want to be a comedian, or I want to write a book, or I'm going to
mhm,
start a YouTube channel and not know where it's going to go? What brown parents support that? Like, it's such a hard thing to say, okay, give up your education, give up
yeah,
your career and go ahead and start a YouTube channel. But like, it wasn't so common like 5, 7, 8 years ago, right? So
yeah.
we didn't have this huge YouTube boom of, what are they called? What are these people called again? These
I don't
content
know.
creators
Oh,
and
well, yeah, content creators,
the other word, I forget what it's called. But yeah,
influencers.
influencers, there we go. Yeah. So, right. So that wasn't as common like back then when we were
Yeah,
in university. So it's pretty awesome to see that. Like, she has this whole life. And, I saw during Diwali, she was invited to the party. And on top of that, she also still kept her connections with people here in Ontario that she's connected with, like Sandy Lyon. So she
yeah.
was there too. And that's like pretty awesome to see that, like, even though you're in Hollywood, you're all up there, you're still not forgetting your roots.
She threw a Diwali party too.
Yeah, I saw.
You know what's so funny? I saw somebody post this and I'm like, this is so true. And I bet everybody's thinking, is it just me or did everybody throw at the volley party this year?
They did. A lot of people did. And like it was really great to see the people in those rooms. Like I would have killed to be in one of those rooms. Like either
Yeah.
at Mindy's party or at like freaking Lily's party. And then even Kulshul was at an amazing party too.
Yeah. And I saw at Mindy Kaling's party, like I saw a couple of videos and it was like each person was standing up and saying what they were thankful for. And they were so thankful for having like each other in that room to have in the industry and for the support. So I thought that was really powerful. And it's so funny regarding Lily's parents. You know how she in her skit, like her parents are a certain way. So I remember the first time she's like, guys, I have to throw this out there that this is actually not how my parents are in real life. They're actually really chill because, you know, everybody obviously thought like, oh, that's maybe how her parents are.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're actually super supportive. And obviously, like, her being one of the highest earners on YouTube and now being a part of like, you know, just so many platforms and stuff like that. I like that she still talks about serious issues. She's made so many videos about like Indian stereotypes and, you know, kind of like what our perspective is as a brown person going out and doing different things. And she talks about important things, but in a comedic way. And it's like she's still doing it and getting her point across, and it still makes it entertaining for people. So I really like that. And she talks about mental health a lot. You know, obviously she's been through like depression. She's very open about it. And she talks about mental health a lot. And a lot of her things are towards like helping the younger generation and helping people be motivated. And, you know, she has like Team Super. So she has like behind her are, I feel like a bunch of little girls, like a little inspired little superpower girls.
Yeah, I think so too. And like even us, right? We're inspired. And let's not forget that also she's a lesbian. So it's
Yeah.
another huge thing for an Indian woman to be in the spotlight and be a lesbian. Like kudos to her to now be out there, be open
I think
about it.
she's bisexual, but
Okay, yeah. I heard a little back and forth. I didn't know what she was for sure, but still, like to still
still
even
to
be out to
support the
say that.
community.
Yeah, and make lead for other people to follow, to feel like they can come out and be open with their family and friends, right?
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Um,
Um, go ahead.
another another one I really adore is actually Deepika, from I don't know her last name. I'm probably will say it wrong, but the Tamil girl from Hollywood, California, the one with her two parents and her sister. She's all over social media. She just launched, I think, 2 years ago, tinted, live tinted, and it's an Indian girl brand that is suited for Indian woman color skin, obviously for
Makeup,
everyone.
right?
Yeah, it's like it started with this one stick. It was this orange color crayon stick that was for like your under eyes and your like, color correcting. And now it's launched into this huge thing where she has lipstick, she has bronzer, she has glow, she has SPF. Like it's all brown girl friendly along with anybody else, but
Nice.
mostly and importantly to brown girls. And it's like because we haven't always had that inclusiveness in makeup.
Yeah,
That's one thing I've always been intrigued by is when brands come out with makeup, hair, skincare, hairline, whatever it may be. I'm always so curious to see like where the inclusiveness is. And the
yeah,
inclusivity is not always in our favor and, going darker beyond us as well for other cultures or really light, So it
yeah,
just kind of depends. So it was really impressive to see her come out with it. Now she's in Ulta, she records her parents' reactions. She's 30 something. She just froze her eggs like for fertility because she's like, yeah, I'm in my 30s and I haven't found the right partner, but that doesn't mean I don't want to have kids. So she took her Instagram followers on her journey of freezing her eggs and giving that another option for younger females and women to know that, yeah, you're booming in your career and you may not have found Mr. Right yet, and that's okay. That doesn't mean you can't start a family. You will be able to, and this is another alternate like route to take in the meantime till you get those check marks off that you need to find start a family, right? So
yeah.
she just recently did that. And the funny thing is her sister is a doctor
Mhm.
and she is a CEO of her own brand. And so it's very interesting. Like she doesn't put down her sister either, but she goes, my sister allows me to be who I am too. And my parents support both of us and like treat us
Yeah.
equally. And I just think
Oh,
that's so amazing. And she's all good vibes. Like I really love her style. I love that she's out there and she's fun. She's definitely fun. I would love to be in a room with her for sure.
oh, okay. So I just saw a video recently, I don't know where, but not too long ago, of her. I think it might have been an old video now that I'm thinking about it, but I guess like her brand launched in like Shoppers Drug Mart or something.
It
And
did?
it was a video of her parents going to the store and seeing it. So like her
Oh,
mom is like, "Oh, like I'm looking
in
for this."
Ulta.
And then yeah, so
Not
I thought that
Shoppers,
was
girl.
such a cute.
She's not in Canada
Oh,
yet.
okay, clearly I don't know where the video was, but I saw it was like a department store.
Yes,
And
Ulta.
yeah, and then she's like, "That's my daughter." And I was like, "This is so cute."
I know. I saw that video. Her parents are so super supportive of her. I think it's so freaking cute and they like adore her. And like her dad
Yeah.
is so proud when she came out onto like she became a CEO of Live Tinted. Like, "Oh, my father just bought all the magazines with me on it."
Oh, honestly, so cute. And I feel like, I guess because there's not a lot of our representation out there, it's like our parents are so proud.
Yeah, right? So it's like amazing to see and hear as well. Another like I don't know if you saw from the Diwali party, but like there was all these girls from even like Never Have I Ever, right? The show Mindy also
Yeah,
conducted, right? So Richa Margioni, she's another great girl I follow on Instagram. She's teaching people to love their bodies and whatever stage
yeah.
from, she's pregnant and postpartum and all that, and she's learning.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she was pregnant, and so she's postpartum body now.
Okay, I didn't even know because I was like, she looks so hot. She has that dancing
Yeah.
video.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
and
girl, you're
she's
looking
learned to
good.
dance. Yeah, she got married last year, 2 years ago. Um, Another one that I've always followed throughout my years too was Kaushal from the UK. She's the
Yeah,
Gujarati Indian influencer, but not just speaking to what she does, it's the party she attended for Diwali that blew me away. So there's this new brand out, and I don't know if you've heard about it, but it's at Sephora and stuff, and it's called why am I blanking? Oh my god.
well, I
Hair.
do not know for sure,
Oh
so
my
I can't help
god.
you with that one.
One second, one second. It's Maine and something. Oh my god. So okay, so basically everything in their products. Hold on. This is gonna drive me crazy. Here in Maine?
The only mane I know is mane and tail, but that was some weird shit.
Here in Maine, Sephora. Okay, hold on. This is sad. Like you would think I would already. Yeah, there we go. Fable and Maine. Okay, so Fable and Maine is from this Indian couple that started this brand, and what it is it's actually all hair care. Okay, but everything in the hair care is from our ancestors from India. So it's like using fennel seeds and it's using like ashwagandha powder and it's using like all our old ancient things that all of our goddesses and anybody in our culture would have used from like back in the BC hundreds all the way till now. So it's like
Yeah,
really cool the spin-off on it, what they use in it, and it's become one of the most popular items on Sephora. So like it's just taking and it like their discovery set that they just released was called Holy Roots, and it's so fitting because everything in it has something from like that you would find in India. So everything
yeah,
in these masks and shampoos and conditioners and everything you can find from India. So it's such a cool brand and it's this husband and wife and they're both Indian. If you go check out like their Instagram page, they talk about what Diwali means to them or
yeah,
what, anything means to them like in the sense of like this product line or like what it means to be up front and center in social media and what impact they want to have. So they're more than just a brand. They're two people that make sure to have their voice heard too. So I'm really impressed with them. And I've even thought about like purchasing their stuff because they have like this Saha scalp amla. And amla is like,
oh,
amla is so good for you. They have like this I don't know, they just have so much. You have to check it out.
feel like the mothers would love this shit.
They
Like I feel
would.
like my mother would love this. Like, and then she'll still be like, I can make this at home.
Yeah, I know. I
Like,
believe
mother, buy the amla.
Right? It's so true. And it's like it goes back to, we said this before, like we get our hair massaged and oiled and we hated it as kids, but now love it. But a lot of people don't realize that's like the secret behind a lot of women's brown girls' hair is the
Yeah.
oil, right? The
Yeah.
massaging and everything. So it's
Yeah.
definitely very cool. So I was really impressed with their Diwali party and I saw it through Kushal. And I like Koshal because you know what she's all about manifestation and she's married to Vex King. So, he's all about positive vibes, manifestation. He has
Nice.
that book, he does those quotes. So they're such a great power couple in the sense that like they're all about the universe and connecting and healing and self-care. And I just think they're such beautiful people. So
Oh,
really love them as well, especially her. She's just like all good vibes. Like her style to like the way she speaks and the way she is and she's teaching people like I listened to this one manifestation with her voice and it was so calming. I was like, oh my god, like
maybe I should listen to it. I don't think I haven't seen enough content of her, so I'll definitely check her out.
yeah, I love her. I would she's someone I would definitely love to meet in person.
Yeah. You were saying, I remember you telling me that and you know what's so funny? Just the other day, I found like a sticky note where you actually wrote her brand name on it. And I had just put it away. So I know you were like doodling about it just the other day when you were here. But yeah, I mean, definitely, I like how there's a lot of representation apart from like people, that are kind of well, now upper, higher up in Hollywood or in the entertainment business. I like how there's a lot of now brown representation, just kind of like, these influencers, as people would call them, or like in our regular social media life. Because obviously now there's so many women that are influencers, and a lot of them, they're these hot chicks that kind of don't use their platform to talk about stuff. And then there are these influencers that do use their platform to talk about stuff. So I know like you and I kind of have some of the similar favorite ones, like Sirat Sani, who always talks about, just today, she posted a video that was like, my mental health improving. Oh no, I started seeing myself more beautiful when I left my white high school. And, I
Mm.
guess because like she always felt different there. And, kind of she's out of that. And she always talks about brown representation and she talks about a lot of things that also have to do with like healthcare products and stuff for brown skin specifically. So and I feel like she talks about a lot of important factors and she throws like, shots back at people who are trying to diss her. So I like that. And then the other one that like I'm in love with right now is like the hip. And I keep fucking this up every time. It's like
Himali
Himali
mystery.
Patel, yeah,
Oh
and
yeah.
her, like, I feel like she relates to the everyday person because she talks about like growing up in a brown family with like strict parents, and she talks about kind of everyday things and how she's overcome it. And I feel like she really uses her platform to kind of help people, and also to like educate people to understand, like, people who kind of might just be ignorant and be like, oh, well, why aren't you this way? Why can't you just do this? Blah, blah, blah. And she really like digs in and explains like how her upbringing has made her the person she is, and there's some things that are harder for her. And she kind of sheds light on a lot of realistic things, so I really like her. And I feel like just like these two, there's a lot more brown influencers that are actually using their platform to kind of engage and talk about real issues and stuff like that. And yeah, like I'm just so proud.
Yeah, no, and Sandy Lyon is another one. She's a teacher
Yeah.
full time. And I from the get-go, all of her marketing, even the brands she's partnered up with, she's made sure to incorporate the brown girl world.
Yeah.
And even within the most latest thing, her Diwali post, we reposted on Level Up with Raman and Alysha. She was explaining what it meant for Bundy Jor. Am I
Yeah.
saying that right, Raman? Okay. Yeah, so she explained the meaning and history behind it because many people don't know. And
Hmm.
what's interesting is I went to go look for a Diwali one, and no one's ever done a Diwali one. So I was like pretty impressed that she did that. So I was like, okay, like it's educational, it's informing. It's informing the younger generation that doesn't want to listen to their parents, but will
Yeah.
follow anything on social media to hear it, right?
Yeah.
So this is the only way our culture and traditions will continue throughout the generations is through social media. If more of us in our culture stand up for what we believe in and educate others, that's the only way it's going to continue. It's not going to be passed on by our parents. Some of us will choose not to do it and some of us will. But I feel like the only way we're going to continue to do these things is when we see social media influencers get excited about it. And it's
Yeah.
like, okay, well, I'm excited about it too. This is a big deal. There's not a single girl I didn't see on social media not dress up for Diwali this year that didn't say, get ready with me for Diwali, makeup for Diwali, what to buy. Glam, Glam by Gilly. I don't know if you know her, but she's a makeup artist here in Brampton. She's so cute. She also was on Sephora's posters for Diwali. They featured her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's phenomenal to even see her. And then she did a Maybelline with her mother. And so if you go to
Oh,
Shoppers,
that's so cute.
yeah, you'll see her and her mom trying on the Maybelline mascara. It was so freaking cute. So like girls that could be your neighbor. You don't even realize they're so influenced. They have such a platform that they're like out and up there, right? So I
Yeah.
feel like this is the only way our tradition and cultures will continue if we have these stages and allow people to speak and express through art and fashion and beauty, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, it reminds me of that chick, and I'm totally blanking out, but you know who I'm talking about. We used to
Who?
like look at her photos all the time at our old workplace.
Who?
Oh, was Anika a
Oh my god.
her name
Oh
starts with
my
an
god,
A.
Anshul. Anika Anshul.
Is that her name? Anika Anchal. Yeah, like she, obviously she's like definitely like shows Indian fashion. Her whole like Instagram is representing Indian fashion with a modern twist on it. And she was also like a face of Sephora for something and for showing like kind of like brown skin, I don't know, something. But she also is like such a good representation of brown culture. I know
Yeah,
she actually like doesn't really go on video or like talk or
no.
anything. That's one thing I just realized. It's usually just pictures, but she definitely expresses like how much she appreciates the brown culture and like Indian culture and stuff like that. And she's also, somebody I see kind of developing in the beauty industry and like being a brown representative in the next couple of years.
Definitely. It's pretty interesting to see her. I agree with you. She takes her mom's old fashioned from like the
Yeah.
70s and 80s and other people she looks up to, and she recreates it to be something modern
Yeah.
and something that we would wear. And it's actually beautiful to see. So definitely gorgeous human being for sure.
Yeah. I mean, definitely a lot of representation that we love. And, Alicia and I also, being two proud Indian women, we also want to make sure that we're providing, proud brown representation to all of you guys out there as well. So, I hope you found what we are, well, I hope you kind of felt our passion for
Yes.
for these women. And, if you haven't searched them up, look them up as well and you can get inspired too. And yeah, if you have any women that you find inspiring that we might have missed, you can always email us at ramanandalisha@gmail.com. And if you're not already following us on social media, you can follow us at Level Up with Raman and Alysha.
Thanks, friends.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.